So today I'm gonna tell you what being a model Chad taught me about women. Now for some context, this is my transformation. As you can see, I have terrible genetics and I was able to achieve this transformation within like 3 to 4 years of just training hard and completely changing my looks. It's pretty apparent, right? I don't need to tell you, you can just see for yourself. And I want to talk about what I've learned from this transformation about women specifically. Let me tell you a story. So 4 days ago, I was in the gym just doing my regular workout. I walk in, it was an arm day, and I go to basically set everything up. I was doing rope push downs on the little station. You know how there's like the left side and the right side of the station inside. I was on the left side. I start warming up, doing rope push downs for triceps, and then on the next station, I see this girl who I've started seeing for the past couple of months in the gym, maybe like 4 or 5 months. I started seeing her in the later part of last year. She starts working out there, and she has a nice juicy ass there. So she starts working out, and as I'm doing my warm up and then in between I'm kind of resting, I'm sitting down, right? She starts doing the same exercise basically, but just on the next station that is right next to me. And before she starts doing the exercise, she pulls up her fucking pants so far tied up her ass, I could see everything. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, she had a fucking nice ass. So obviously I look. And what I've noticed, bro, is she was literally pulling up her fucking shorts up her ass as much as possible and then fucking looking at me to see if I noticed her. And this has happened so many times before I can't even count. And this really cemented the belief in my head that like when you're actually hot, when you're attractive, when you're a Chad, especially if you're a woman's type, she will do shit like this to try and get your attention and so that you hopefully come up to her and talk to her. And she kept doing this throughout my entire fucking workout. She would do the exercise, and then after she would like rest in between sets, she would take her fucking tight shorts, pink shorts, so it looked really good. She would put up the shorts into her fucking ass crack so that I could see everything. It was a nice fucking view, I'm not gonna lie. And then she would turn around 180 degrees and look at me to see if I was looking at her do this up to her ass. And I was like, and I was in the gym, by the way, for 2 hours that day. And I kid you not, the entire fucking workout she was doing this shit. The entire fucking workout. So I'm like, what the hell? So I finish on the rope push downs. And then as I do my final set and I start walking towards just like very close to the bench that was right next to me, the bench area where there's dumbbells and everything. And then at that time, she comes over very quickly and starts working out on the right side of the station where I was working out. So I was working out on the left side, and then she came after I quickly left. Like right in that moment, she came and started working out on the right side. So I'm like, okay, I know where this is going, you know what I'm saying? She just fucking wants me, She wants me to deep throat her and shit like that. So she starts working out and she starts doing like a little short shoulder exercise, for lateral delts. And I respect a girl, by the way, who trains upper body, because most girls just train lower body. But anyway, that's besides the point. And then she obviously starts training shoulders, one shoulder at a time. And she starts with her left shoulder so that when she's doing the exercise, I look in the mirror and I can see her. And I literally do that. And I see her staring at me again for the fucking 1 billionth time in that workout. And she does, all of her reps on the set, and then she turns around and pulls up her fucking pants again. And I'm like, baby, I understand you. I'm not even surprised anymore. I mean, if I was a girl, I would want me to, you know what I mean? I would want me to. And then, bro, it's literally just for the last hour she keeps doing that. I kid you not. She was in that like right side of the station doing this shoulder exercise, and then she did like another exercise for triceps. He was there for like 30 to 45 minutes because like most of my workout afterwards, after I did the rope push downs, was in the bench area where the dumbbells are. My 3 exercises were literally there, so I was there for 45 plus minutes, right? And she was literally doing exercises there on that station so that I could visibly see her for 45 minutes plus. And I tell you right now, if I wasn't there, she wouldn't be there for fucking 45 minutes. She wouldn't be. She would just move on to the next exercise, but she wanted to be in my vicinity because she thinks I'm hot. I'm probably her type, you know what I mean? And that's what happens when you are attractive. Women will do some crazy shit. I've got so many crazy stories, and I'm not gonna say in this video, but like, yeah, man, the what will you call it? The red pill, the black pill about attraction is very, very real. scale. When you go from being unattractive to attractive, or just being from regular to really hot, the difference in how you're treated by women is fucking insane. Like, it's literally night and day. So she keeps doing that for the entire workout. You know, as she's resting in between sets, she's just fucking like really trying to put her ass in my face. Like, she's like just standing there with her, you know, how women do it, with her hands on her hips, and she's just really trying to get me to look. And obviously I look because I'm a man and I have fucking high testosterone, right? And that's what happened, bro. And then also, like 2 weeks prior to that, I was in the gym, I was doing lat pull downs, and I walk into the gym, I start with lat pull downs. As I'm starting, she comes over to that same spot, by the way, on the right side of the station, and she starts doing shoulder exercise again. I kid you not, bro. As soon as I walk into the gym, and as soon as she sees me walk into the gym and go to the lat pull down, which is like really close, like it's very diagonally close to the right side of the station, she instantly comes there and she starts working out. And she again pulls up her fucking pants all the way up her ass. And I'm like, okay, baby, I see what you want. I'm not gonna give it to her because, you know, I'm fucking so much above her that I'm not just gonna. Because this is the thing, right? She's not the most beautiful when it comes to her face. She has a really nice ass and nice body, but she doesn't have the best face. So I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. I already have girls, multiple girlfriends and shit, right? So I don't really give a shit about getting this pussy. You know what I'm saying? Please understand, women will do crazy shit when they find you attractive. Like, it really is the case, man. I'm telling you, I promise you. If right now you're struggling a bit, I understand you, bro. I was there. But once you become attractive, you will see a night and day difference in how you're treated by women. The fastest way to get there is to build a nice physique, right? That's the fastest way to get there. Also, there was one time when this girl already finished her workout, and she was standing next to this sitting lounge that we have in our gym. And I was like pretty much finishing up my workout, so I walk out of the gym in this between area between like the receptionist and this lounge. I walk there, I turn left because that's where the changing rooms are, and I look at her, and in that moment we make eye contact. And that was just like another, like for the millionth, billionth, gazillionth time, another, you know, kind of stamp of approval that, yeah, this girl fucking wants me. And it's not just this girl, like, bro, in the gym especially, man, like, because when you're attractive in the gym, that's kind of like where you can dominate. It's kind of the same with like clubs and shit. You know, basically when you're in like a concentrated area where people are not just quickly walking by and shit like they would on the street, for example. And I have this happen to me all the time in the gym, bro. In the same workout, there was another girl with her boyfriend, by the way, who was doing an exercise, and I was sitting on the bench, like doing incline dumbbell curls, and then I do my set, and I rest in between. And this girl with her boyfriend, or that has the boyfriend in the gym, walks, like, she puts her weights back on the dumbbell rack, and then she had so much space, bro, to fucking walk around and just, like, go to the next exercise. But she goes on the exact same spot that I was working at beforehand when I was doing row pushdowns. And you want to know what the crazy thing is? She doesn't like walk, you know, kind of far away from me because she has literally unlimited space, right? Because there weren't many people in that gym at that time when I was there. She literally walks, I kid you not, like this close to me. I'm just chilling, you know, on the incline bench, just resting in between my set. And literally this close to me, she fucking walks next to my bench, next to me. Why do you think that is? You think she would do this, and also the previous girl would do this, if they didn't find me hot? No, bro. When women don't find you attractive, they're trying to stay as far away from you as possible, bro. Not trying to be as close to you as possible. So, she literally walked so close to me, and so close to the fucking bench that I was sitting on, that she literally almost fucking tripped over the dumbbell that I had on the left side of my bench on the ground, because I was doing the exercise and then I just dropped it right after I was done with my set. She walked so close that she literally almost tripped. If that doesn't tell you, you know, how these girls feel about me, I don't know what does. Especially in the gym, man, I get these kind of reactions all the time. I kind of get treated like a fraction of a celebrity, right? Because I'm fucking hot. Now, the reason why this is happening, well, partially because of my face, because I have a beautiful face, as you can see. But also the second reason is because of my physique. Like, I have a very aesthetically pleasing physique. You know, it's lean, has a nice shape. I also dress well. And this is the thing. If I didn't have this good of a physique, I probably wouldn't be getting these reactions, right? Makes sense. So the fastest way for you to improve as a man, to get these kind of reactions as I'm getting, is to improve your physique, bro. That is literally the highest leverage, like the biggest lever that you can pull to get the most out of dating, to get most out of attraction, and quite frankly, out of life. Because the better you look, the better you're treated in your entire life. In dating, relationships, normal relationships, right? Platonic relationships, friendships, in the workplace, in business, when it comes to deals, when it comes to blowing up on social media, fame, everything. Your whole life is better. And I'm a living proof of that, right? And here's the thing, what happens if you don't focus on your physique? Well, let me give you an analogy. So in this life, we are in a competition with other men. Whether you want to agree to this or disagree, it is absolutely true. We are competing for what? For other hot women. Because we're trying to pass down our genes. We're trying to reproduce, right? Makes sense. And we are running in this race of men. Now what happens is if you, every single day that you do not focus on your physique, that you're slacking off, another man is not slacking off. And you and him and millions and billions of other men are running in this race of men. And when you slow down by not putting in effort into your physique every single day, another man does not slow down. Guess what that means, bro? He is running faster than you now. He's running faster than you. And guess, bro, what is at that finish line? Guess what it is? It is your future wife or girlfriend. Because the thing is, whether we want to admit it as men or not, women kind of get to pick and choose, right? Obviously, if you become a top guy like me, then you have your pick of the litter. But for most of the cases, the women are the ones who choose. And so women are standing at the finish line and they're just looking into the distance to see which man will actually finish this race and come to the finish line. And so if you slow down because you're slacking on your physique and you think that, oh, I'll just make money and that's going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because you're not going to have that primal, genuine desire from women. Do you honestly really, your entire life, want to just be used as a fucking wallet? Of course you don't want, bro. I know you don't want to. No man wants to be used as a fucking ATM, fucking bank account, wallet and shit, right? No man. It's way better for a woman to like you, not for your money, but because she actually finds you physically attractive. Now, obviously, you want to have money, you want to have everything as a man, but really focusing on your attractiveness is super underrated in this world because all the, rich men think, oh, I'll just make money and that's going to be enough. No, it fucking won't. I'm telling you right now, bro. It fucking won't. You're never going to have that primal desire unless you improve your attractiveness. And the fastest way to improve your attractiveness is by building a nice physique. And I literally have this whole channel that you're watching me on right now is dedicated specifically to help you with your physique, to help you build that aesthetic body so that you fucking get the best out of life, dude. That's what I want for you, bro. Truthfully, because I've seen firsthand what it has done for me, for my life, and it's night and day difference. So I want you to experience this same fucking thing. Like, do you see the passion in my fucking eyes and in my voice? I truly want you to experience this, bro. So please watch my videos for free. They're out there for free. I make this content for free so that you can get results, okay? So that you can actually get that genuine desire from women. And so yeah, women stand at the finish line and they're just looking in the distance to see which man finishes the race. And if you don't finish the race because finishing the race means that you've put in work into your physique, and now you're attractive, and if you slack off and you don't put effort into your physique, then you don't finish the race and you don't get picked. And the girl, like your dream girlfriend that you want, is gonna pick another dude that is not you. Is that not fucked up to you? That's pretty fucked up to me. And here's another thing. If you happen to have a girlfriend, a wife right now, and you think that you are safe, I am sorry to tell you, bro, but in 2026, you are not safe at all. Because most guys don't understand this. In 2026, especially in the West, this is all over the world, but it's more prominent and more emphasized in the West. It's literally player versus player now. It's PvP. You are no longer secure just because you were able to snatch a girl, right? A long time ago. Because women, especially if they see a lot of hot men in their day-to-day life, maybe because they go to work or just in the mall or some shit, right? In the grocery store, they see a lot of hot men. And then there's you, when you don't have a good physique. What do you think is happening in your girl's brain, bro? She's literally fantasizing about other men. She sees other men. She sees them constantly, unless she's a housewife to you, right? And she's just at home. But unless that's the case, she sees a lot of hot men all the time. And you probably are smart enough to understand this. The more a woman sees other hot men, the higher the chances that she's going to try to pursue them or try to get something with them, right? Or out of them. Because it's pretty simple. It's logic. It's just common fucking sense. The less exposure somebody has to something, the less they're gonna think about it, and the more exposure they have to something, the more they're gonna think about it, the more they're gonna desire that thing. It makes just logical sense, right? So if you think that you are safe because maybe you have a girlfriend, you are not, especially if you don't have a good physique. And this is the brutal part. Your girl right now could literally be fantasizing about other hot men. Not just about one, about multiple. Especially if you are not attractive yourself and you think that your money is gonna save you. It fucking won't. Even if you're married, you're not safe. Have you seen, bro, in 2026 what these girls be doing? You open social media, you open TikTok or some shit, Instagram, and you see these crazy divorces and all this shit happening. You are not safe, my friend. And I want you to be safer. How? By building a good physique. Because this is the thing. The more attractive you are as a man with your girlfriend, if you have one, right? The higher your value is. And if your girlfriend sees other hot men, but you don't have a good physique and you're not attractive, there's a big gap, there's a big disparity between the dudes that she sees that are hot and you. And in her mind, this is how women work. Female nature 101. She is thinking, I will probably be more successful, or I have a higher chance of succeeding if I go for this hot man and I break up with my boyfriend, aka you, because this guy is so, I find him so physically attractive that I'm willing to sacrifice the good thing that I have with my current boyfriend, which is you. But this is the kicker. I have not seen anybody talk about this on the internet. The more attractive you are, bro, the more attractive you are specifically, the more value you have. And the more you close this disparity, you close this gap, right? If this was the gap that was this big beforehand, if you become attractive and you build a nice physique, you're closing the gap. So yes, your girl might see a hot dude and be like, I kind of want him. Maybe he's her type or whatever. And this is provided that you aren't her type, right? Maybe she sees him. But now, because you are in good shape, because you put in the effort to build a good physique, because you educated yourself on how to actually do it by watching my videos, for example, you have now built a good physique and now you're attractive. And now you have closed this gap more and more. And now when a girl, your girl sees this hot dude, he has a good face, good physique, he's tall, whatever, and then she subconsciously compares this dude to you at home, you also have a decent face and you have a good physique now. Now to her, this gap is not this big anymore. Previously, when you didn't have a good physique, it was this big, and now that you have a good physique and you're more physically attractive, she has now genuine desire for you. Remember how I said that earlier? You have closed this gap. So now, the potential reward of her getting with this dude who might still be objectively a bit more attractive than you, that is not worth the risk of it not working out with this guy, with her, and it's not worth it for her to ruin what she has with you now. Like, if the gap is this big, she's like, well, what do I have to lose? Yes, I will ruin the thing that I have with my current boyfriend, you, but the good thing about it, the reward is I might get with this guy who I really find physically attractive, who I have genuine desire for, and it might actually work out. She's willing to take that risk because she doesn't value what she has right now with you. But the moment you become more physically attractive, you shrink this gap. And maybe beforehand it was this big, and now it's this big. And now she's like, yeah, I am not willing to sacrifice what I have with my current boyfriend here just to go for this guy who it might not end up working out in the first place. The more you improve your attractiveness as a man, the more you build your physique, the higher your value is. And the more your girl will feel the pain in her mind before she even breaks up with you, the more she will feel the pain in her mind and in her fucking body and her entire being when you have higher value because now you're more attractive. This is the thing that nobody talks about. A girl will literally feel more pain when she thinks about potentially leaving you if you are the top dude, if you become more attractive. If you're just a regular dude, you look like shit, but you have money, she's not gonna really feel that much pain when she's like, oh yeah, I should probably leave my current boyfriend. You see what I mean? Listen, in 2026, your girl might still leave you, but at least make her feel the fucking pain if she does. Level up while you're still in a relationship, not afterwards when the bitch has already left you, bro. Level up while you're in a relationship so that your girl is like, oh shit, my boyfriend is actually becoming hotter. That means that more hot girls are going to want to like him. That means that I'll have more competition subconsciously. That means that I probably have a good thing. He's a good man for me. He's the right fit for me. So I probably shouldn't leave him. But if you don't do this, if you don't build a good physique, if you slack off, if you're lazy, and you're just unattractive, you're ugly, she'll feel like, oh, no girl wants him. I basically got him wrapped around my finger. I can leave him whenever I want. I can flirt with these guys because he has no other option besides me. This is what it is. I promise you, this is the fucking truth. Alright? So please, bro, for the love of God, build your fucking physique. Do not slack off. Become attractive, because I can tell you from personal experience and from having seen this with thousands of other men, when you become hot, your whole life turns to easy mode. Alright? I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time, brother. Take care. Bye bye.